Hey everyone, my name is Jim Sharon. This is our very first edition of Camelot Nation Live. Thought we'll take today and do a little introduction to the people that don't know me. Like I said, my name is Jim. I own Camelot Distribution Company here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We're an e-juice company that started out about 14 months ago. Thought we'd give a little bit of information about us. This started out as a hobby for me. I never actually meant to went out and start a juice company. I made juice for me and a few of my buddies, and that was it. I was happy doing that. And a local store here in Hattiesburg gave me my first shot. He called me one day and asked me if I would be interested in selling a couple of my juices. Bill Wilkstrom with Vaporized here in Hattiesburg. We went in, we had two flavors, which are now known as King Arthur and Merlin, which was a coffee and a Fruity Pebbles. 14 months later, we're in a little over 40 stores. We have 23 premium flavors and 22 house flavors that we offer. First of all, this is not going to be a review channel. It's not going to be a long infomercial. I'm not going to sit here and talk about our company the whole time. Our biggest thing that we do with our company is we spend time in our stores. Every weekend, Fridays and Saturdays, we shut the lab down and we go see customers. We go to their events, their cloud comps, their customer appreciation days, whatever they're doing in the stores. We like to be there and see what's going on. Mr. Ryder, I'm not exactly sure who you are, but hey, what's going on? And that's one of the things we want to do is we want to start taking this live stream to the events at the stores. That way we can show people outside what's going on in our stores. Product reviews, I'm not really a product reviewer. I don't know a lot about hardware because I focus mainly on juice. So if I find something that I really like, I may do a little short product review on it. But for the most part, it's going to be talking about what's going on out in the stores, the government regulations, what's going on with the FDA, a little bit of advocacy, which I'm really, really big on, and just promoting our customers out there. I want to do, if the stores that we're in have upcoming events, let me know ahead of time. And we're going to try to do at least one of these a week, and we will talk to let everybody know about your event. Let us know how everything went. We'll give everybody an update on that the next week. Joseph, okay. I do know who you are then. I just didn't recognize the handle there. I'm not sure where that came from. What am I vaping on today? Well, if you see me around lately, you know that I like my Boss 3000. We had these custom made for us not long after we started by a company in Pontotoc, Mississippi. Adam Miller with the Vaporized Nomads and Pontotoc Vape Lounge. They did a really good job on these mods. These are DNA 200s. I think this is the 1800 mAh battery. We've also got one of their bigger ones, which is the Boss 3000, and it has a 3000 mAh battery in it. If you're needing a DNA 200, you really need to get in touch with Adam. They have a lifetime warranty on them, and he will take care of if there's any problems with it. Camelot Exclusive Reserve. I'm also a custard person. That's about all I vape is different custards. So I spend a lot of time vaping that. And speaking of Adam, there's also the Mississippi from Vaporized Nomads. I don't vape a lot of other people's juice, but that's one that I will vape. It's a little bit different custard than mine. So sometimes I need a little bit of break, just to see what's going on. All right, so let's get started on some stuff. A little bit of advocacy tonight. As a lot of you know, I'm the public relations person for MSVAA here in Mississippi. And as doing that, I get to spend a lot of time out in stores, meeting with people, talking to them about advocacy, trying to get them involved at the state level. The national level, there's already a lot of people involved. You have SFATA and a lot of these other, big nationwide groups. They've already taken the FDA to court. They have already, started everything, getting the ball rolling to get the FDA regulations probably not completely repealed, but at least to where they're not going to kill us. I don't think that the way the FDA regulations are now that they'll stand. I think they kind of did like a used car salesman. They asked for everything in the world. They're going to come back down a little bit to, what's reasonable. There were some things that needed to be regulated, I think, but not as much as what they're doing. What I try to get people to understand is you need to get involved at the state level. Mississippi, we have MSVAA. Alabama, they have BEAA. Just about every state has some type of statewide organization, and if they don't, they really need to, because the state legislatures can mess up vaping in a state much faster than the FDA has. The FDA regulations, we have 2 years to get everything finished. Here in Mississippi, our state legislatures meet again in January. And any laws, taxes, anything like that they pass take effect in July. So basically, a few months after the legislature is out, those laws take effect immediately. So if they come in January and decide they need a tax on e-liquids, or they need a tax on vapor products as a whole, July that starts. And that could put stores out of business in just, a month. So you need to get involved in your local advocacy. Join. There is strength in numbers. When here in Mississippi, we have actually hired a lobbyist that is representing our cause at the state capitol. If she goes in there and says that she represents 10 stores and 75 people, that doesn't look so good. But if she says she goes in there and represents 100 stores and 5,000 vapors in Mississippi, they'll pay a little bit more attention. Politicians are worried about votes. And if we have enough people as members, they will pay attention to us. What else do we have for today? Upcoming events. What's going on? We just got through with the Halloween weekend. We were actually at a cloud competition in Vaporized in Meridian, Mississippi. Had a pretty good turnout for that. It was a little bit slower than I had wanted, but everybody in the world had something that night. So, we couldn't everybody be everywhere that night. What's going on out there locally in some more shops coming up the next few weeks? We'd like to attend. We're always on the road somewhere looking for new things. If you have a shop and you'd like for us to come do a live broadcast there, do an interview, let me know. We'll load up the cameras, load up the juice, and take a road trip. We've spent the last couple of weeks over in Alabama, down in Mobile. We were at the 1-year anniversary for Vaping the Coast headquarters, and then we were also at the 1-year anniversary for Southside Vaporium in Mobile, Alabama. Had a lot of good times there. Got to meet some really big people in the review industry. Vaping Fagan, Mike Vapes, ST Vapes, Heavy Metal Vapor. Actually got to hang out and talk with them for a while. A lot of really great guys. If you haven't subscribed to their pages, you need to go check them out. And they're the ones that do the reviews. Me, not so much. One of the other things I would also like to do is either here in my little studio, which is going to do some upgrades here in the next few days, or a simulcast with somebody else. David Slade, what's going on? I need to get you and Jeremy and a few other people, Joseph, do a simulcast one day if y'all have video equipment where you are. But I'd like to get some other people, do some interviews. I know not everybody can be here in Hattiesburg, or I can't be, halfway across the country, but I'm going to try to get some people lined up where we can do some interviews here, get some different perspectives from different parts of the country, what's going on in their states as far as legislation, different products coming out in different areas. And anything else you can think of. We're always open for suggestions. If you see something that you'd like us to focus on, see a product you'd like for us to try, let us know. We'll take care of it. If you have a store and you'd like for us to come visit one day, just drop me an email. You can go to CamelotDistribution.com. All of our contact information is on there. For our wholesale customers, or if you're just an individual and our liquid's not available in your area, you can go to CamelotEliquid.com and see our prices there. You can also get in touch with us there. David, yes, we will. I need somebody to talk to besides sitting here by myself. Seems kind of weird. Adam's got JT as a sidekick. And I'm sitting here by myself, and I feel kind of stupid. But trust me, as I get a little bit more used to this, it will probably be a little bit more organized. I finally got everything up and running today, and just wanted to basically give us a trial and see if I can even connect, which it looks like I am. And hopefully be a little bit more prepared for the next one. Let's see, what else? Dang, I don't have any with me. A few of you have seen on our Facebook group, Camelot Nation, that we've also started offering bell mats. That's one of the things that we wanted to do. It was hard for us to find bell mats that we could afford. Customized with our logos on them, and we also had some stores that wanted their own designs on them. So we actually got the equipment. Misty's not going to appreciate that, Joseph, but she informed me today that she does not like doing videos. So she went home early, and I got stuck here at the lab. But I'm sure we could get another camera and kind of point it down a little bit, but Richard, thank you for joining. So it looks like a few people are actually going to get to see the video. Anyway, back to our bill mats. We did a little contest. We sent out 3 custom ones last week. We did some for Yogurt's juice company down in Mobile. So if your store or anything needs custom build mats, just get in touch with us. Misty is our designer here, and she does really good work. So she will be happy to design something for you. What else? Anybody have any questions for me? I run out of stuff to say easy, quick. I'm not really long-winded most of the time. I do have a RDA that I picked up a couple weeks ago that I will probably, like I said, I'm not going to do a lot of reviews, but I got one called the Magical Flying Fox, and it's pretty damn good. I'm not usually one for cloud chasing. I make juice, so I want flavor. And this one's a little bit lacking on the flavor, but if you're into cloud chasing, this one is one for you. It has got a huge build deck on it and more airflow than I don't know what to do with all that. I keep the side airflow cut completely off, and the bottom airflow, well, it doesn't adjust, but it's still too much for me. And that's at 100 watts with a little bit of Mississippi on there. So that one will chuck some clouds. It has a velocity style build deck on it. It has bottom airflow like the Kennedy. It has side airflow like the Buddha. So I've got a couple of these in there. I'll get some pictures taken and we'll do a little short review on it. Get you some links on where you can get one of these. Yes, she does. She is very talented. She does some really great work. Then I'm really lucky to have her working for me. For the ones of you that don't know who she's talking about, Misty Shirley, she runs the lab. She also does our graphic designs. And since she has started with us, our labels have really gone up in quality. Just the designs are a lot better. I knew enough about Photoshop to basically be dangerous. And let's see, the dude, okay. Actually, I think I tried one of those at Southside last week. I've kind of got out of the hardware business here lately. I haven't had the time. I spend more time working with juice, but I need to get back in. Right now, I'm running the VCMT, and I like it because I spend so much time on the road. It is easier to fill this thing up and then have to drip every few minutes. David, here pretty soon I'm planning on coming back up there and seeing you again. I got a call from a couple of stores, or a 3-store chain in Birmingham, and then I haven't been able to get back in touch with him. So I'm going to actually go up there and see him here pretty soon. So we need to have lunch or something while I'm up there. Then I got a couple of things I'd like for you to try that I'm not sure. We've had them out. I'm just not sure if you've tried them yet. Let's see, what else? I think that's about all that's going on with us right now. Like I said, the biggest thing, and there is a big push right now in Mississippi. Adam Miller is running a raffle on his site, or on his Facebook group, Vaporized Nomads, for a really nice custom DNA 200 to get people to join MSVAA. You don't realize how important it's going to be come January. If we get hit with some of these taxes like places like Pennsylvania, Indiana, and some of these other states have been, it's really going to hurt. And I've heard a couple of people say some things that kind of disturb me. They say, well, if it's just 1 or 2 cents, it's just no big deal. That's true. That's no big deal. 1 or 2 cents, on a 30 ml bottle would add 30 cents. How many politicians have you ever seen that didn't like tax increases? It might be 1 or 2 cents this year. All right, when they come back next year and it's like, oh, we've got a shortfall in the budget. We need to raise some more money. Well, that 1 or 2 cents went to 40 and 50 cents. So now that 100 ml bottle of juice costs an extra $5, $10, $20, whatever. It's once they ever start taxing it, is a never-ending cycle. It's just like it was with the cigarette taxes. I mean, most of us used to smoke. I mean, I'm sure there's a few of us out here that got into vaping that didn't smoke, but most of us did. And you know how high our cigarettes got, and most of it was because of the taxes. The same thing will happen with e-liquids if we don't stand up and let the legislatures know. I haven't tried it. Rice pudding, lime, and mango e-liquid. That actually sounds pretty interesting. I know it sounds like something Misty would love. But I'll give it a try. I'm not exactly sure where to get it. I haven't seen that anywhere. I have tried some of their other juices though. They make some pretty good juice. And you'll discover that about me as we go on. Good juice is good juice. I don't care who makes it. I mean, I own a juice company. I'm partial to my juice. There are some other things that I still buy. Right Vapes, VCT, Black Label. If you haven't tried it, get you a bottle. It's good stuff. That's one of my all-time favorite. When I can find it, I always buy 2 or 3 bottles of it because it's so hard to find. Oh, and I drink a lot of coffee. That's why our very first flavor was King Arthur, and a coffee flavor, because I drink 12, 14 cups a day. I think it's what keeps me going. But anyway, I am going to try to put together a little bit more organized video for next week. See if I can't get maybe a guest or 2 on here. But like I said, today was just more of a little introduction, let people meet me, know a little bit about my company, and hopefully get some of the bugs worked out on the hardware. I'm going to get with Adam about some better lights, because these are about to blind me. Do a little bit of fixing up back here, but anyway, if you have any questions, need to get in touch with me, CamelotDistribution.com. You can get in touch with me on my email there, Jim Sharon on Facebook, or Jim at CamelotDistribution.com. Any of those ways, get in touch with me. Let me know what I can do for you. You know, if you're in Mississippi, that's where we're based, and you need, even if you're not a customer of mine, I mean, if you're doing something for MSVAA and trying to get members and you need some help, it don't matter if you're one of my customers or not. Get in touch with me. I'll see what I can do to help, and we'll try to get some more members involved. But that's about all I got for today. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and maybe next time we'll be, like I said, a little bit more prepared. Thanks everybody.